remarkably happy to see you once again. I am delighted, simply delighted. Hello, dear viewer. How are you holding up? I trust this finds you well, like we have also been okay. And welcome once again to the Literature Alphabet, the only show that dissects all and everything about literature. We've been handling analysis of The Samaritan play by John Lara, and this far we've handled the plot of the story, of the play, I mean. And today we're going to tackle issues and thematic concerns. I am your host, E.J. Washington, together with my companion, co-captain, co-pilot, co-mayor. His worship, please. Introduce yourself.
I wish I would have been his worship, but I am not. I am not going to join that boat.
Bandwagon.
No. I will not board that boat. I remember that will remind me of another text.
Yes.
But of course, I will not board that boat. I remain to be Mr. Tieno Paul Agudo, a teacher of English and literature. And so stay tuned as we handle issues and thematic concerns that emerge within this particular play, The Samaritan by John Lara. How do we look at the Samaritan up vis-a-vis the title?
Thank you very much, Mr. Paul Otieno, or as he puts it, Otieno Paul Agudo. Yeah, I say it Opa. Anyway, dear viewer, just a quick reminder, if you are new to our channel, please welcome. Here you'll always feel comfortable and very educated, and at the same time entertained. Please ensure you subscribe to this channel. Hit that subscription button. You can share this video as many times as you like. You can make a comment, and please, if you have any question or any concern, reach to us in the comment section, and we will treat your questions or concerns with utmost respect and give you back our feedback ASAP. Thank you. Welcome. Mwalimu.
Yes.
This is a beautiful story.
Yeah.
Beautiful story.
Sure.
I've enjoyed the plot up to this far.
Sure.
And we're talking about issues and thematic concerns,
Yes.
that arise or that are encompassed in this play.
Yeah.
Which ones are you actually looking at?
You would be, for you to identify with issues, I would request you to take maybe look at nouns, look at abstract nouns, get back to grammar and look at abstract nouns, take that approach.
Okay.
Look at abstract nouns, then bring them back. Now join them. If you see any issue related to any of the abstract nouns that you have highlighted at some point,
Yes.
then you will be home and dry.
I've had certain learners who fail to differentiate between styles and themes.
Yes.
Some learners actually confuse them.
Now, when you talk about themes, these are actually, like I've just mentioned, they are issues. They are topics of discussion. A running idea
in the play.
Within a given episode. Like now we will be looking at issues at different levels of every episode.
Okay.
Because every episode will be having emerging issues.
Okay.
And these emerging issues, they will actually be captivating us to want to know why a school, because when you see an aspect of school, you see an aspect of a teacher and a student, learning is taking place. That brings us to an item of education, for instance.
Okay.
And education is an abstract noun.
All right.
Yes.
I get what you are meaning by abstract nouns. And there's so much hope that we're going to refer to the text.
We are
so that our learner,
yes,
because I also believe they also have these texts at home.
They will be opening them.
They'll be opening with us. Correctly. As we go bit by bit.
That is true.
Take us away, sir.
And so we will begin with technology.
The theme of technology.
Yes, I know that in the first episode, as we get to be prepared, the teachers are seated, learners are also seated, waiting for the launch. Definitely, we will be talking about education.
Education.
And if we are talking about education, because we know there is the teacher, there is the deputy principal, that is Mr.
I remember the principal.
Mr.
I remember the principal,
Come on now.
Miss Naren.
Kamona.
I remember the miss.
The deputy principal is Mr. Kamona.
I'm busy with
And the principal there is Miss Narine.
Miss Narine, yes, that one, yes, Miss Narine. I support Miss Narine.
Of course.
Yeah.
Dear viewers, guess the exact names of our characters
Very
and
important.
the correct spellings.
Yes.
So that we do not have what is called a textual error.
Please check on the spelling. Very
Yes.
important.
And so you can see the entourage even before we get to identify with the municipal leaders in a bid to launch and give the award. In the failed award, we see education emerging up. Why? Because learning is taking place. We have teachers, we have students, and we have a deputy here. So it means they are giving instruction. This is a learning environment. Okay. And so at the back of our mind, we should be having the notion of education taking place here. So we talk of the theme of education. Right. You will give illustrations from page 1. Okay. You can go with us on page 1, right, where we have actually Mr. Kamona welcoming the what? Welcoming the students.
Okay.
Yes.
You want me to read?
Yes.
And I quote, Mr. Kamona, still standing behind the podium. Let us all clap for our guests.
Yes.
Thank you very much. You may now take your seats. It is now my humble duty to invite our school principal to welcome our guests and lead us through the rest of the program. Thank you.
Correct.
End of quote.
And if you go to page 1, you will also find a section that is mentioning, Mr. Kamona mentioned that we have come to the final stage of the end of year school closing program. In which, mark the statement, school closing program.
Meaning it is the end of the term.
Yes.
Learning has been taking place.
Learning has been taking place. And so we should be thinking of the theme of what? Education.
And he says, the award of the Samaritan, the winning innovation in this year's secondary schools national competitions, innovation competitions, will be officially launched in our municipality. So this tells us that this school is a secondary school.
This is a secondary school.
All right.
Exactly. And so that is something that must get into our mind. How do we get the illustrations?
Fair enough.
Identification. A question will be posted to you, dear viewers.
Yes.
Identify and illustrate one major theme in the above excerpt.
If you pick the theme of education, then you must know where exactly are you going to get the illustrations to support your answer.
Exactly. A good student will give the example and illustrate. How do you illustrate? That is where we actually have the problem. Dear viewer, at the point of illustration, you need to take note of the following. 1, you can give the effectiveness, what this particular theme develops. What is its effectiveness? You will be getting there to the point.
Let me warn or let me advise some of our learners.
Yes.
Some of them struggle to even master pages.
Yes.
I think as an examiner, you're not interested in the page.
You are interested in the line.
Illustration.
Master the illustrations.
Yes.
Because that will score you marks.
So as long as you can illustrate correctly, do not stress yourself by trying to master this illustration hails from whichever page.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yes. We do not look into pages at examination or at marking centers.
Thank you.
We focus on our illustrations that can be paraphrased.
Yes.
And let us take note of that. Are you able to paraphrase your statements at certain point? You must not exactly give the exact words.
Thank you.
You can be able to paraphrase. I know a viewer might ask, are we able to remember all the statements? You are not allowed to do that.
Believe me, you're a thief. You've stolen the words from my mouth.
Yes. At one moment, you will be given an opportunity to just paraphrase.
It's allowed.
You must not quote the exact word. But a smart student, we have extraordinary students who will go ahead and quote.
Like the ones watching us right now.
Like the ones watching us right now. Go ahead and quote.
But you're allowed to paraphrase the quote.
Yes.
You're allowed not even to mention the page.
Now, paraphrasing is another word that probably another viewer will ask. What do you mean by paraphrasing? Using your own words, but maintaining the content.
The context, yes. That is true. And for the sake of our show and for the sake of learning, as we're going to quote the page so that it can also enable you very fast move and confirm with us at the same time.
Exactly.
Yes.
And so the next theme after education, we will go to the theme of a technology.
Technology.
Where I will take you to page 8 of our episode. The first episode, that is. We see the intelligent robots mentioned by Alvita and Montano in their play within a play. And so I will ask my to probably read for us a section where the intelligent robots are mentioned by Alvita.
I have it and I quote.
Yes.
Alvita says,
yes.
You see, people had become so creative that they have designed intelligent robots that replaced even professionals like judges and police officers.
Correct.
So justice and law enforcement were rendered by machines to all people without discrimination.
Exactly.
End of quote.
Exactly. The two students they also mentioned issues to do with cleaning the air and carbon emissions. That is an aspect of technology. What is it that is mentioned on technology to do with cleaning of air and carbon emissions on page 9?
On page 9, and I read
just this section.
Alvita says, we had even developed technology for cleaning the air of carbon emissions, which solved problems of climate change. And we could make rain whenever we felt like it.
Yes.
They can make rain.
Exactly.
Through using technology.
Exactly.
So we don't have to wait for seasons when we experience droughts.
Exactly. We can see. And that statement has got a style, dear viewers. Hyperbole.
Huh? We call it, I heard some people call it hyperbole.
Now come to the English.
The British English.
The British English. Call it hyperbole. Another teacher.
Let me try.
Hyperbole.
Let me try.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't laugh. Hyperbole. We promise you're not going to laugh.
Okay, you are always there.
Okay, fine.
Yes.
I'll keep practicing.
Yes.
Practice makes perfect.
Of course.
Hyperbole.
Yes, which is stroked with exaggeration. If you have the correct spelling of exaggeration, go ahead.
Oh.
Yes.
So hyperbole means exaggeration.
Hyperbole.
Whatever. But it means exaggeration. Let me stick to the exaggeration.
Yes, because
you can do your hyperbole, I'll do my exaggeration.
So I've given you a softer word to sit on him for that matter.
That is hyperbolic.
And now, as this particular play unfolds, we are still giving you the illustrations on the theme
of technology.
Yes. Now, Alvita and Montano discussed the role of digital pigeonholes. And of course, that is mentioned on page 10.
On page 10.
If you can go with me there, where it is mentioned that the Samaritan has been online for a month. It has already been taken over by the National Information and Communication Technology Corporation. That is also there on page 18.
All right.
Now, Alvita talks about people taking photos and videos of illegal activities that degrade the environment, after which they are posted on the digital pigeonholes. Now, digital pigeonholes there is the Samaritan app. I wish you'd know. That is mentioned on page 11, dear viewer.
Okay.
Now, as the play unfolds altogether, Alvita suggests that in a play within a play that drugs are generated to regenerate body cells. And no one could grow old. Instead, young and beautiful and 250 years of age. That is mentioned there on page 8. Okay. If you would go with me. Now, again, she also shares that there are self-driven vehicles ferrying robots to various destinations to attend meetings and transact businesses. That is mentioned on page 9. Equally, the robots will be venturing outside the earth and spend a lot of time conquering new parts of the world. There on page 8.
Okay.
Yes. And so, dear viewers, as we still look into the theme of technology, Alvita mentions that intelligent robots were made to replace judges and the police to enhance justice, and there will be no discrimination. You realize we have Justice Jaden, so you can relate that Justice Jaden
we tackled that during the plot.
Justice Jaden is to be replaced by a what?
A robot.
A robot, an intelligent robot for that matter. And there will be no level of discrimination.
Yes.
Machines were doing all the work for us. Whole factories, hotels, and hospitals were being run entirely by intelligent machines and robots. That is mentioned again on page 9. How I wish, dear viewers, that we will be focused on those illustrations. You will not miss it.
Yes.
You will not miss it.
A quick one.
If at all an excerpt and a paper 2 approach as an examiner in that section, I would give you this manner. How will the questions will be phrased? You will actually be asked that identify the main theme in the above what? excerpt. And so your main idea will be, are you able to identify and give us at least 2 to 3 illustrations?
That's what I wanted to ask.
Yes.
How many illustrations would be sufficient for an examiner if the learner mentioned to support given theme?
Paper 2 demands that you give more details. You give more details and illustrations. When you are told that identify and illustrate, identification alone does not merit you a take. Although we will be good enough. We will be good enough.
We will be good Samaritans.
We will be good Samaritans enough to award at least a mark. But at some point, you'll find that it is take at illustration. Yes, it is take at illustration. So a good student will exhaust as many illustrations, at least 2 illustrations and paraphrase, so that you be able to score. When you just see identify and illustrate 2, does not mean that you stop at 2. Maybe your first 2 are wrong. Why don't you exhaust others too, so that you give yourself that leverage that you can score?
So in an exam situation, if maybe I was given to identify and illustrate 2, then in my case I've done 4 or 5, then the first 2 are wrong. So the last 2 are correct. I'll still score.
You will still score. Paper 2 actually does not limit you. Unlike paper 1, that is an instructional paper, just by word of it being an instructional paper, it means if you have been asked to, stick for the first 2 and the rest are null and void. For us in paper 2, we actually give you a leverage.
Perfectly understood.
Yes.
Thank you for that, sir.
And
Thank you for that.
You're welcome. We get into the next bit, and that is hope. Hope.
The theme of?
A theme of hope. How I wish you would pronounce it as hope. Say hope and optimism.
Wait. We'll say as you instruct. But let me first of all inform my viewers. You know, I have viewers from remote parts of this country.
Sure.
For example, Kabondo Kasipul.
Yes.
If you tell them to say
just Kabondo Kasipul.
I said for example. I just say an example.
Why don't you even go to the Kikuyu land? Please?
No, I'm starting. Charity begins at home.
You would even go to some parts of Mombasa.
I will.
Like Shimolatewa.
I will go.
We have great schools.
I know we even have learners from as far as Lokicha.
All these our viewers are very bright.
Yes.
And how I wish that pronunciation becomes handy.
So we will get there. But tell them you're talking about hope.
Yes. The hope.
Hope. As it is written here.
H-O, as it is appearing down there.
How do you pronounce it?
Hope. Hope.
The theme of hope. And optimism.
Yes.
Hope and optimism.
Correct.
Hey.
And so Alvita talks about people taking photos and videos of illegal activities that degrade the environment. The environment, not environment, as many have been pronouncing it. The environment. After which they are posted on the digital pigeonholes. They are posted on the digital pigeonholes. Probably digital pigeonholes would be symbolic in a manner. It symbolizes the Samaritan app. That is there
the platform.
On page. Yes. That is there on page 11, dear viewers.
Yes.
You go with me to page 11.
Yes, I have seen it, and I can quote.
Yes.
Avita says, it's an app, a simple mobile application on which people share information, videos, texts, and photos, just as they do on other social media platforms.
Yes.
The only difference is that we went further and developed what we call digital pigeonholes.
Correctly. And Alvista suggests in a play within a play that drugs are generated to regenerate body cells, and no one could grow old. Instead, young and beautiful and 250 years of age. That is also mentioned there on page 8, back there. She also shares that there are self-driven vehicles ferrying robots to various destinations to attend meetings and transact businesses.
Right.
The robots will be venturing outside the earth and spend a lot of time conquering new parts of the world. Intelligent robots were made to replace judges and the police to enhance justice, and there will be no discrimination, as I had mentioned earlier. Now, machines were doing all the work for us. Whole factories and hospitals were being run entirely by intelligent machines and robots.
So this gives hope to people.
It gives hope to people. That is, you're giving hope to people that, so we will have such kind of good things.
There's going to be a change.
Yeah, we will have reduction. I mean, we will not use so much energy. We'll just be instructing them. Can this do this? Then you see a robot going there to do this and that.
Can we develop robots to collect taxes?
Of course. That is very possible. Yeah.
Story for another day.
That is a
for
story.
another day.
And that is another book, another play that Oprah is writing.
All right.
Another moment.
Thank you, Mr. Opa.
Yes.
So let's continue with the themes.
And so
we've
we
tackled
have-
so far education,
and
we've also tackled technology.
Correct.
Any the next theme?
We would be talking about bad governance and negligence by the leaders.
As an issue.
Within the first episode, bad governance and negligence by the leaders. Alvita says that resources are there, however, they should be well used and put to the right channel for the correct purpose. It means they are not being used well. When he says, however, they should be used well. So people cannot afford medicine and good food at all and suffer from malnutrition. That is there on page 7. When people suffer from cannot afford medicine and good food, you go to our hospitals currently. I would relate this to our society. I said that literature is a mirror of our society. Get into our hospitals, even Panadol, or just these painkillers, and these are the drugs that are probably should be very common drugs.
Yes,
they are not available. You are told go to the next chemist. That is what is happening within the society, within the Maracas municipality, and that is why we have the pigeonhole to mirror for us these leaders. Where are they taking these monies, and who is in question? Which leader? Which leader is it that is in question? We've been told there. Which leader is that is in charge of Ministry of Health and Environment? Yes. Now, crime too is high with people being slaughtered like chicken. Read with us page 7.
Yes, I've seen that.
Yes.
Where is it? Yes, I found it. Page 7 or page 7, yes. Montano says,
yes,
diseases and malnutrition.
Yes.
Many people could not afford medicine and good food.
Yes.
Crime was also too high,
yes,
with people being slaughtered like chicken.
Correctly.
End of quote.
Yes. Law enforcers and judges serve those who grease their hands. Dear viewers, when you are told that law enforcers and judges serve those who grease their hands, it means those who do what?
Bribe them.
Bribe them. And so, from that statement, we generate something, the theme of bribery. Yes, that there is bribery taking place.
Dear viewer, we end this episode on that note. I cannot add anything beyond that. The only thing I can add is that I am sure me and you, plus Mwalimu, we are having a date in the next episode.
Stay tuned, and thank you for being our smart viewers.
Until next time, be safe.
Stay tuned.
No, I want to tell them to keep doing the good thing they're doing to serve the society. Bye-bye.
See you.